Namaste from TechRaman, and I have here the newly launched Vivo V9. The V9 is supposed to be the India's first Android smartphone with a notch. Let's do the unboxing and take a first look at this device in this video. Out of the box you get the soft transparent back case, user manual, pin, V9 smartphone, power adapter, so 5 volt 2 amps, micro USB cable and the earphone. First thing you notice about this phone is of course the notch here and the back panel. The rear is very shiny. It's not made of glass, but it's very shiny, and of course it's prone to fingerprint smudges too. It does look good in the back if you're someone who likes a very shiny phone. And talking about the design, there is nothing over the top. The bottom houses the audio jack, mic, micro USB port. I wish they had included a micro USB Type-C and a speaker grill. The left side has the SIM tray. It houses two SIM slot as well as a dedicated micro SD card slot, and it's a 4G LTE phone. The right side has the power button and the volume buttons. The back houses the dual camera setup here, so you get a 16 megapixel camera and a 5 megapixel camera setup and a fingerprint sensor. You have the on-screen buttons, and the notch houses the 24 megapixel selfie camera, earpiece grill and sensors. So that's about the design part. Now let's move to the display. It's a 6.2 inch display, fairly big display, but being a bezel-less phone with almost 90% screen to body ratio, it's still compact and just feels like a 5.5 inch phone, or maybe a little better than that. It's a 19:9 aspect ratio to take in account the notch area here. The display is bright and it's fairly good display. There's a fingerprint sensor, and also the phone has a face recognition. The face recognition is fairly good, and I will do an in-depth video on that later. Now talking into the software, this phone runs on Android Oreo and with a fun touch OS. So there are a lot of features like app clone, one-handed mode, smart split, smart motion, smart click. I will talk about that features in the another video. The phone runs on Snapdragon 626 mid-range Snapdragon processor with a 4GB RAM and a 64GB storage. Again, in the complete review, I'll talk about the performance. This is just an overview. To the camera part, it comes with a dual camera setup, as I mentioned earlier, with a 16 megapixel and a 5 megapixel setup here, and a 24 megapixel selfie camera. And there are a few samples, you can check it out. It's a yearly samples, and there are AR stickers to add some fun element, and video, you can take videos up to 4K, and there's a portrait mode both for front and rear. The battery is around 3260 mAh battery. I need to use this for a while to know how good is this battery for a day, but I've been using it for last 2 days. The battery seems to be pretty good. Vivo V9, what do you think about this device? Share your thoughts in this comment section, and if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is Lash Bhagat signing off for TechRaman. Have a great day. Cheers.